Hey guys, welcome to Homestead by Chance. It is early October, and that means that the goldenrod is in full bloom. Now, a lot of you might be experiencing some allergy symptoms right now. Don't blame the goldenrod. It's actually the ragweed that's causing your problems. So, if you've got some allergies going on, right now is a great time to collect our anti-allergy medicine, okay? That's the goldenrod, all right? So, goldenrod has some great components to it that we can use, right? Remember, I've got my journal here, so I can look this up. So it's our allergy reducer, of course, right? And it helps with sinus infections. I just had one recently, so I was taking my fire cider. That's another one that you need to look at, right? Helps with sinus infections and drainage. Yeast overgrowth externally, as well as, yeast overgrowth internally, as well as yeast infection, and you can use it as a tea wash, okay? So I do highly recommend gathering the leaves of the goldenrod as well as the flowers, and you can make a tea out of the flower, you can make a tea out of the flowers too, but you can make a tea out of the leaves, and you can use that as a wash. I have found that the leaves are slightly less bitter than the flowers. It's all up to palate, right? I know some people who actually make jelly out of the flowers. Beautiful colored jelly. I'm just not a big fan of the way that they taste, so I don't know that I want to do that, but you can give that a try. Good for UTIs, kidney stones, animal allergies as well, believe it or not. Wound healing, and it's antimicrobial, okay? But today I'm going to show you what I do when I'm collecting my goldenrod. I actually went out a little bit earlier today and I started collecting, yes, it's an olive jar. I started collecting some goldenrod, but I'm going to show you. So what you want to do is you want to get your jar, and you're going to find the goldenrod right here, okay? I'm going to pull one up so you can see it. So here's our goldenrod right here. Beautiful golden yellow flowers, right? And I'm just going to take my hand and I'm just going to strip off all of those flowers. It's okay if you get some leaves in there. It doesn't matter. Really what you're looking for is the flowers, but leaves, not going to hurt a thing, right? And I'm going to put those inside my jar, okay? And I want to put so many flowers in here that I'm crushing it down. I'm going to stuff in as many flowers as I can. So you can see I already made some more room there. So I need to collect more flowers to put in, and I'm just going to go through. You can see I've got the jar here, and I grab and pull. Grab and pull. And I'm just going to do this over and over and over again until I've got this jar completely stuffed to the brim. And I've got two of these jars. They're quart size. And I'm going to get these as full as I possibly can, and then we'll talk about the next step. Stuffed to the brim. I might be able to get a little bit more in there, but I think I'm good. So you might be saying, what about bugs? I actually accidentally stripped off a bumblebee. You know, the black ones that are really dumb, you know, and harmless and everything, and that, you know, they keep, you know, bouncing into you. But anyway, I accidentally stripped one of those off with the goldenrod. He ended up in the jar, and so I fished him out. But so I've got little bugs in here. Yes, there are bugs in there. Okay, don't worry, the vinegar will take care of them. You'll strain them out. A little extra protein. Don't worry about it. So don't even think about that part. So anyway, what we're going to do now is we want to make sure that we have our apple cider vinegar raw with the mother, right? Because we want that good bacteria. We want all that good stuff from the raw apple cider vinegar, okay? So give that a little shake. And what we want to do is just pour this in here all the way until everything is covered, okay? Even though you've stuffed that jar, there's going to be a lot of air in there. And I got little bugs crawling out. They're like, ah, help me. Okay, so I'm kind of pressing down in there. I want to get as much vinegar in there as I possibly can. Okay? Now, you'll read different things. So this is called an oxymel is what we're going to end up making. An oxymel basically means plant plus vinegar plus honey is all that means. Some people would add the honey now, but I want to get as much vinegar, as much ACV as I can in here. So I wait and I add the honey afterwards. It doesn't make any difference. So, all right, so I think I've got that guy pretty full. My lid. I'm going to put this on and I'm going to label it, right? Labels are important. So, these little green bugs, they're everywhere. They're trying to escape. So label it, right? I'm going to say October 2023, Goldenrod, ACV, and then I'm going to let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, after 4 to 6 weeks, you can strain it and it's ready to use. In my house, things tend to sit for 4 to 6 months because I totally forget to strain them. And you know what? That doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference, right? I have a goldenrod tincture, a goldenrod oxymel from last year, right? And that's typically what I try to do, is I try to make enough that it's until harvest time for the next year. So I want to make sure that I have enough of this to last until I make more, and that more is ready to go, which means that this is not going to be ready for 4 weeks minimum, and I actually prefer for stuff to sit at least 6 weeks. That's just personal preference. But anyway, after it's ready, you're going to strain it, and you're going to have this dark liquid like this, okay? And this is all the stuff, the good stuff that's in the goldenrod, right? The antimicrobial and the allergy and all of that kind of stuff. And then you're going to put, you'll put about a cup of honey. It just depends on your preference, right? This is probably a half-gallon jar, probably an old pickle jar. I don't even know. And so I put some honey in this, and I had a pint of honey from my dad, and I think I just went, sure, that looks good, and just do it like that. So don't fret about the exact amount that you're putting in there. It's really just to your taste, and of course the medicinal benefits of the honey as well. Now, what do you do with this? Okay, you can use this just like you would use cider vinegar and anything else that you do. Personally, I make my homemade salad dressing out of this. I eat a salad almost every day, and you go and you buy salad dressing in the store, and it's full of sugar and preservatives and no telling what else. And so I was like, I bet I can make that. So I do a goldenrod oxymel, and I'll do other things too. Like I might do cleavers, which are really good for that's a really good one to like kind of cleanse, your lymph nodes and different things like that. Whatever plants that I want to do, I'll just make vinegars out of those. And I can add honey if I want. If I had honey, it becomes an oxymel. And I make all these different vinegars. And then I'll also make like a garlic oil, okay? Extra virgin olive oil, right? And I can make whatever oils I want, a rosemary oil or a sesame oil. And then I can make my salad dressing. And the cool thing is, I will use this I make like a 3-bean salad and I can it in pints, and then I put that on my salad. Well, the oil and vinegar for the bean mixture, which is a kind of a standard recipe for a bean salad that you would water bath, that liquid is my salad dressing. So I can up all the beans, and then whatever liquid is left in the pot, I usually make a lot of it, so I have leftovers. But I can add more of this in, or whatever it is that I put in, and I make my own salad dressing from that, and then that goes in the fridge. It's a vinegar base, so as long as you shake it every now and then, it's pretty much going to last forever. And then I have all of those medicinal benefits that are coming from the goldenrod or whatever it else is that I put in my salad dressing. So that's the cool thing there. So don't forget to get out there and collect the goldenrod, because we're right in the peak season right now. It's great for it. Cram your jar. Get as much as you can in there. Take advantage of it. And then label, right? Very important. Strain it later on. Don't think about the bugs. And you will eat the bugs, right? No, we're not going to eat the bugs. We're going to strain out the bugs, all right? And enjoy your medicinal benefits of a food product. All right. So don't forget, what are those things? Like, subscribe, share, comment below. All of those things. Tell me what you like. Don't tell me what you don't like. Make me feel good, right? Give me lots of praise. No, I'm just kidding. If there's anything else you want to know about, let me know, and we'll see you next time.